Good morning, y'all. Frank and Angie and Salinas on our 6th day of our beloved property quest. Got a good night's sleep. I'm telling you, almost 8 hours. That is like a miracle coming from Cuenca. That's a record, a milestone. I've been getting over 7.5 every night, and we've only been here 6 days, so it doesn't take any time at all for the change to take place. That's what I'm telling you, sea level. What I've been saying, sea level. The final revelation. Oh, how do we say this? Well, there's no property here. Wow, there's lots of property here. There it is. That's it. And second and third row, they're starting to get so touristy now. They just don't even want long-term renters. There's a little bit of stuff back there, not a whole lot. Not anything that fits our model.
And I did not see one house back there for rent.
Well, not houses, yeah, apartments. So, yeah, there's real estate, there it is. But, you know, you're in Florida, price-wise anyway. I know I said that yesterday, but... So, what are we doing today? We're gonna go drop our laundry off, and my thoughts are today that in this kind of a market, you just have to take what you can get, you know? You just get to a point where housing, it's a need. You gotta have a roof over your head. And you do the best you can. You look at everything, and I've seen people just really draw it out for months and months and months, looking for the quote-unquote perfect property, and you know, it's because they don't want to let their, you know, but in this case we are getting some of the important things that are important to us, and one of them is security, and the other one is price. So we're getting price and we're getting security, and so the other things are kind of falling off to the wayside, like standards, condition, that kind of thing, and even size. Yeah, we're downgrading. We're getting a smaller place, and we're paying a little more than we are now. I knew it was coming, and well, you know, what can you do?
That's why we haven't moved to Salinas yet.
And that's why I wasn't moving to Salinas. But man, I'm sleeping and I feel great. I just feel fantastic. I almost feel like taking a jog this morning.
Now I just want to add that a home is what you make it, and once we paint it and put fixtures, better fixtures in the bathrooms and stuff, it'll be our house. And it doesn't matter if it's old, because home is what you make it. It doesn't have to be a $1,000 penthouse.
You see, God created woman for a reason.
I'm happy. Look at this beautiful weather.
Where would we be without woman, dudes? What a blessing. So hopefully the place is still available, because when we first looked at it, I negotiated the price down to what I thought was more fair, but we were forcing it. We'd rather keep looking, find something better, but we never did.
Well, it's so small here, we already know the market. Anyway.
It's not hard to know the market when you work 5-6 days in a row.
But the area where we thought we might want to go is really dangerous, I think, for especially foreigners that, you know, in houses with no security.
The rental houses are not being put up to a level of security where the people that own their homes, they're doing the security thing. The people that are renting out stuff, they're not going all the way with the security.
Somebody can just hop right over the fence.
Just jump right over your wall. It's 4 or 5 feet. No barrier whatsoever. Yeah, we know better than that, so we're not going to do that. Hopefully this place is still available. I still have negotiating to do, because the place is not up to standards at all, the plumbing and stuff. So we need to hash that out. Well, let's see how it goes. Next thing you know, we're either going to be in this place or we're not. Just don't drop the camera. And I was gonna say, it's barely past 9 a.m. and it's hot already.
It's nice.
Okay.
This is great weather.
How quickly things change. I already told you earlier that we were accepting less. We're willing to accept less and make this deal. Now here's what happens when you're dealing with local landlords. It's a family culture, and you make a deal with the family member, right? But then you come back the next day and different family members present. And if you're negotiating, this is really bad for you, because all of a sudden the deal's getting redone and reworked as if there was no deal. So I have to remind them, well, we've already discussed this and that and this and that with your sister, and they're like kind of listening, kind of half not really believing it or whatever, and they weren't too receptive. The man's there this time, so he's going even higher. So I'm like, yep. Yeah, the whole place needs a paint job, has no air conditioning. It's on the third floor with no elevator. You know, there's no gringos that are going to take that thing. But he's trying to get a tourist price. Not going to happen. But I told him I've got houses for $300, but I don't like the security situation on them, so I would feel better being in a building. That's why I'm interested. Anyhow, I just told him, since he was so nonchalant and non-responsive, I said, well, just get back to me if you want us as a tenant. You know, we have no problems paying on time. If you want us as a long-term tenant, get back to me today or tomorrow at the latest, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, the family member thing, I've seen this happen over and over and over. That's a deal breaker. It doesn't have to be. I was very kind and nice. The wife was getting irritated with me. She took it personal as an insult just because I was pointing out all the things the apartment needs. But see, that's a negotiating strategy. I had to explain to her husband, it's normal. It's normal when you're talking about an apartment to point stuff out. I mean, but she calmed down after I explained it. See, the short-term people come in and something's not working right, they don't care as much because they're leaving. They're leaving in a short time. You know, when you're going to be in a place, stuff has to work. You know, you can't take a place that every single wall is all scuffed up, marked up, and dirty. It's got to be painted. Anyhow, that's the long and short of it all. We're back at square one. 6th day here. Bit discouraging. There isn't anything here except for that. I don't know. What can you do? So guys, I'm not looking forward at all to going back to Cuenca for a longer period. I am sleeping every night here, and I really need this. I need to be normal, you know? I need to be normal. I can't get anything done with lack of sleep. I can't get any work done. I really feel like I'm between a rock and a hard place. I'm just really trying to look at this as the cup's half full, and the Lord's overlooking everything, and something's going to come up. I just have to have trust and faith that it will. And if it doesn't, then I don't know what I'm going to do. Sometimes conditions just aren't. It's not even that you're looking for something to be perfect. It just needs to be normal. It's not too much to ask, being able to sleep through the night. Okay. Well, the day's still young. Let's see what we can do.